Good evening. It is Sunday and it is the 31st of August 2025. And in 13 days' time, there is going to be a big march in London. And I really want to just share my thoughts on that very briefly, if I may. If you don't want to watch this video, don't watch it. It's entirely up to you. Okay, I don't want to cause any hurty feelings or offences, or cause anyone any alarm. But there is something that I can't shift from my gut, and there is a feeling that I have in my gut that actually things might go a little bit tits up, that we actually might be being led into some huge trap. Not myself, because I won't be going to it, because I don't trust it. There's something about the situation I don't trust, and that is quite essentially that the main person, or certainly one of the main orchestrators, or certainly public-facing orchestrators who has led this march on the 13th of September. And do remember that it's only 2 days away from the 11th of September and, an anniversary of a certain event, right, shall we say. But this person, Mr. Robinson, is actually quite openly, of a certain political ideology. Now, that happens to be the same political ideology that the Whiskey Echo Foxtrot is. It's the same political ideology that most of the politicians are. As a matter of fact, all of the politicians, not just most of them, but all of them, they're all of this political ideology. They all support Israel, right? And if you understand what Israel is, then you're going to have some idea about who created Israel in 1946 and what aspirations it was created under, shall we say. And he is an open supporter of that. Now that to me tells me that this could be a little bit of a deception. He is in the game of deception. And you know what else tells me that he's in the game of deception? He doesn't even go by his real name. He goes by a stage name. His name is not Tommy Robinson. It's not even Tommy Robinson. He uses an alias name, a stage name, right? Who's going to follow anyone, right, who, is singing the right songs, and saying the right things, but actually isn't doing it under their official name? Don't you find that fucking interesting? Because I fucking do. And the fact that he is of the same political ideology as the government and the WEF, and the bankers, and the pharmaceuticalists, right? The fact that he is of that same ideology should be really throwing up some major red flags in that little brain of yours, but it's probably not. And I'm not being rude or defamatory, or I'm not trying to be arrogant, and say that, I know more about this than you. But you do need to know who is behind most things, like the Antifa, and where they're driven purposefully to fucking protest. You do need to know who is behind the ideas of letting the dinghy divers come into this country in order to basically cause quite a lot of upset. It's because they want to create social tension. They want to create division. They want to create the conditions that are perfect for disorder. They need to create chaos, okay? Because they have a motto in that 33rd degree of the old brick masons, shall we say? And that is order from chaos. And their order is a nice little social credit score with a nice little digital ID, a digital passport, digital driving license, so they can switch you off whenever you fucking disagree with them. So just bear that shit in mind, because if you're going there led by emotion and you're like, this needs to stop, and I agree it needs to stop, but it's being done purposefully. The real gangs are the government. they're the ones who are sending the boats back, aren't they, to refill them and bring them back. Yeah, it's like they've gone into McDonald's and they're getting a free refill. Yeah, it's fucked up. I get it. I really get it. But don't fall into their trap. That is all I'm saying. Do not fall into the trap of being led into chaos so that they can bring about order. Yeah, because the order they're going to bring about is a social credit system with digital ID, digital currency, digital passport. They can switch you off anytime they want. Bear that in mind.